Welcome to episode 123 of TrustyHogs. Catherine Bohart is filming. She's filming. We've replaced her. We don't want her here. She's got a bad energy.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I don't think you should be allowed to walk around with that redder hair in this country. That's for the Irish. That's for the Scottish. Not for England. It's TrustyHogs with Helen A and Alison Spittle.
Pew, 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 pew.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
Too hot for TV. That's what I am. ITV2 specifically.
She's going to say
I'm
what
not
she's doing.
filming.
ITV2. She's going to be on ITV2, the Lord's channel.
The Lord's channel.
I actually love ITV2.
Do you?
Have you been on ITV2?
No, I've never been on ITV2.
You didn't even do Hey Tracy.
No, I did not. But I've seen Hey Tracy.
No, you have. No one's seen Hey
I
Tracy.
did. Were you on Hey Tracy?
Yeah, I went on
But
Hey
you
Tracy.
got very Hey Tracy energy. Like I
What
feel
is that
like
feels insulting.
no.
Wait, just to check.
Okay.
We're talking about the panel show
With Donna Preston.
with Donna Preston. Yes, and she
Yeah.
is Tracy. Tracy, who's a robot from Wigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the other presenter?
Joel Dommett.
Oh my god.
Joel Dommett and
Oh
Donna
my
Preston.
God.
This is before The Masked Singer.
Right.
And you go on it, and the job is to make prank calls to find answers to questions that honestly you know the answer to.
But who even answers their phone anymore? Do you know what I mean?
Businesses.
Businesses.
So they'll be like, you need to find out what cheese killed this person on this soap.
Okay.
And then you have to be like, what do you want to call a cheese shop, a soap magazine, or an actor from the north, because it's like Coronation Street.
Soap
And then
magazine.
you'll be like, okay, yeah, but you obviously soap magazine. Yeah, obviously. But they're like, ITV2's are like, that's not funny enough. You've got to call a cheese shop.
Right.
So then you prank call, which is my what I hate prank
Have
calling.
you ever pranked phone calls?
Yeah, when I was younger in the
Oh
booth,
my
yeah,
God,
of course.
yeah.
Like,
I had a second cousin that was babysitting me, and she pranked a guy. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was about 8, and she was like, "Do you want to come out for a fuck?" And the guy was like,
wait, what?
and I was like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And this guy was like, yeah. He was like, and then she told him to go on, he lived a town away. And she told him to go outside the Tesco's and wait for her there. And then, like, he rang her and he's like, I'm outside the Tesco's, where are you? And then she had this big elaborate thing about pulling a tampon out of herself. And I'm like, hey, and she's like improvising this. And it's like South Park. And I'm like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Anyway, she's doing well.
My prank calls when, okay, we did call, like a teenage sex line.
Oh, great.
I think it was my cousin Sophie.
Wait. Teenage sex line as in like what? Like we talking help with sex?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Or like, I'm
like-
pregnant, I don't know what to do.
Not like I'm a teenager and I want to have phone sex.
Yeah, I'm a teenager and I want to fuck. Can you help me with that? I just thought I'd call a little charity and just see if you can help me fucking, because I'm not getting no action.
Yes.
No, but our pranks in Fleet were terrible. Like, I remember going to Ellie Salter's house once, and I have no idea why I thought this would be a good idea or funny.
Yes.
I called a local supermarket,
Yeah.
probably a Waitrose, North East Hampshire, and I asked how many products they had in stock.
Just all
That
products.
was the prank.
Wow.
And then I was like, they were like, why? And I was like, it's for a school project. They went, oh, okay, we'll go find out.
Oh.
And then they told me, and I went, thank you very much, and hung up. And we were like,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But I hate prank calls.
I used to prank call Childline as a kid.
I
Like,
always wanted to do
Yeah,
that, but
yeah,
I
I
never
did
had the
it.
guts because I was so sure it was linked to the police.
no, because like they can't hang up on you no matter what. So I would prank phone call them. I would be like, hello, I'm George Bush. And they'd be like, what?
George Bush?
I'd pretend. Well, 9/11 was big at the time. So
Yeah, no, it's
like,
still big now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gone out of fashion, I'd say.
Yeah. It was quite the rage.
So 2001, let's
Yeah.
say October, you've
Yeah,
given it
yeah,
a month.
yeah.
You were just prank calling Childline and saying it's George Bush.
But eventually it'd stay on long enough that I tell them about my actual problems. But
that's
like,
good.
it
Oh my
always-
god. Okay, this isn't
Yeah.
pranking. This is someone who's nervous.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Oh my god, do you think I was like role playing as George Bush before that? I
But
was
I think
going,
that's a
I'm
trauma
being
response.
bullied. This is my 9/11.
The Supreme Court ain't being nice to me. I went on a saddle ranch with Tony Blair. This is a real throwback.
That is.
Can this count as satirical if we're like
Oh, this is
20
on
years out of date?
Radio 4 right now, baby. This is us.
I'm not Radio 4, I'm ITV2. Okay, so you have to
What
call
do you
up.
think you're
This-
spiritually most like channel-wise?
What's my
Are you-
channel like?
Yeah,
buddy?
what is your channel? I'm going to try and think.
TLC.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's
That's
TLC,
cool.
or it would have been E! Entertainment back in the day, where it was Cribs and My Super Sweet 16. Like that era.
I love that.
Like,
love
not
that.
actual music.
What do you mean?
Like, when it wasn't music on E! Or like MTV, it was just sort of like shows
Jersey
about really
Shore.
rich people.
Oh, yeah.
Jersey Shore was after my time.
Really?
I feel like I wasn't living at home anymore and I had no TV.
Right. What about like, so you talking about like the daughter of Tommy Hilfiger?
Who's the daughter of Tommy Hilfiger?
There was some reality series of the daughter of Tommy Hilfiger on MTV. I think it was like Poor Little Rich Girls or something like that.
No, but I would have loved that.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
watched the Hulk Hogan family one.
Oh, fuck.
That was like the House of Hogan, was it called?
I think half of them are dead now, aren't
And
they?
no!
I think like,
Who? Brooke, Nick, Linda?
I think the son. I'm nearly
Nick
sure.
died?
I'll Google it if we could Google.
No, Andrew will check it, but this will be devastating. He'll be so young.
Nick Hogan is still alive.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
good.
And the show was Rich Girls, MTV's Rich Girls.
Thank
Okay.
With Ali Hilfiger.
Who's dead? Like,
I think
Do you
all
want
of...
to Google who's dead?
yeah.
Can we have a list of everyone who's died since 2000?
Yeah, please.
Anyway, please watch Hey Tracy on ITV2. You make prank calls and you win prizes for what they referred to as a normal person, which is a non-celebrity, and celebrity
Right.
was a real push. And they had
But you're like paying rent.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then
so
you
should
have to
be-
win money for the normal person. So the normal person I was playing against, the team that I was playing against, she needed money. No, he needed money because his baby was about to be born and him and his partner had nothing and they needed to raise money for the baby.
Oh my
And then the
God.
team I was playing for was for a girl who wanted to go on holiday with her mates.
and
And she won.
Oh no!
How awful is that?
Oh no!
Oh my God, it is awful.
Holy moly!
Anyway, Catherine's going to be on ITV2.
Yes.
And Alison has limped.
I've
I mean,
limped.
limped into town to do
Yeah,
this.
my-
What's happened?
My leg has changed colour, so I think that's bad.
But it's all right. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's gone from white to red, but
Yes.
it's not sunburn.
No, it's not sunburn.
But it's not a bruise.
I think I broke my leg.
I think you've
I
broken
think I
your
googled
leg.
it. I thought it was like a bone bruise. That's what I was told.
Wait, what's a
Um,
bone bruise? That doesn't feel right.
It's a bruising of the bone.
Oh.
It's like a. It's like. But so what happened was I was supporting Josh Jones on tour.
Shout
and
out Josh Jones.
The train came to the platform and we were running down the stairs and it was beep 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 beep, and I dived into the train. But I dived in the way a seal would dive onto land.
Yeah.
And I just flopped myself onto the floor, crushing my shin against the hard bit of the door. And then I'm like flopping my way forward more because I
And what was
wanted
Josh doing?
standing over me.
Fucking men in comedy.
Men in comedy.
Men in comedy.
And,
And just to check, did you have to seal flop? There was no other option.
What do you mean? Like,
I'm just.
As
I'm,
in,
I want
I
not to be a
lost my
bitch.
balance.
Yeah, okay, you lost your balance, but there's the trains from Reading to London are so regular.
Yeah.
There's
No,
no,
I
way
did
there
not
wasn't
need
an
to.
option within 10 minutes.
I really wanted to watch The Traitors.
Okay.
I was like, I wanted to get home and watch The Traitors
I get it.
before any spoilers.
Okay.
So,
y-
yeah.
and-
I had no choice. I had to break my leg.
But it was fine immediately. No.
And no, it was really, really sore. Really sore. And then I got home and then it kind of like wasn't that painful. But then this week I went to a wedding and I went to Leicester and I went to a sauna. And I feel at
Wait,
some
I saw
point-
you going to Leicester. You were in that queue at King's Cross.
Yeah,
on
that
a
was
broken
crazy.
leg.
Yeah, but I think I broke my leg in Leicester or something. Because the next morning I woke up in incredible pain. And then I thought I'd sleep. And then, like, yesterday, do you ever watch On Just Like That?
And what?
And Just Like That.
What the fuck's that?
It's the Sex and the City reboot.
Okay, no, but I've never watched Sex and the City because I just figure in my life at some point I'm going to get divorced and I'll need it.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, there's a bit in Sex and the City where Sarah Jessica Parker's character pisses herself because she's destroyed her hip, and that nearly happened to me. That nearly happened.
Because I think when you have an injury, your hygiene just goes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have no ability to wash or take care of yourself.
Oh, no, I hosed myself down like an
animal.
Like an animal.
Like an elephant.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like
an elephant.
Like, there's gap year students
Just
coming over and spraying you with buckets.
Marmite toast. And, like, pointing a hose towards
But you can't stand in the shower. And, like, for me, our bathtub at home, you've got to get up and over into it.
Yeah.
And whenever I've hurt myself at home, like, Sunil's not going to help me.
No.
And I refuse to use baby wipes because of the fatberg. I'm not adding to that.
My boyfriend is in Ireland as well.
No.
So I don't even have... He's coming home tomorrow. We're supposed to spend Valentine's Day in Croydon. And...
Wait, what?
Well, like a romantic getaway.
Oh, no way. You booked a hotel in Croydon?
Yeah, the Premier Inn.
Shut the... Everything's Premier but the price.
I know. It's going to be wonderful.
That sounds so romantic.
Because my other flatmate has a girlfriend too. And I was like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? So we thought if we'd go in a hotel. But now I don't know if I'm able to go. So I'm going to ruin... You're not ruining anything if you're injured. No, if you're injured. We could also get you live so close to me, we could put you in a stretcher and get you down to mine, and me and Sunil can serve you too. We could be your waiters for the night. That'd be wonderful.
I mean, I am doing 99 Club, but I'll come after that.
Look.
I must.
You must. Get Marks and Spencer's meal for 2. Get me some, like, what would you do?
See, this is what I want to talk to you about, because I don't know. So you haven't gone to the hospital yet?
No, not yet, because I want to do TrustyHogs.
That's so sweet, but so fucked up.
I know. But I was thinking...
I pull this for random things.
I was thinking it'd be very hard for you to find a replacement, like, within,
I can talk by myself. It wouldn't have been good.
No.
But what are your favourite A&Es in London?
I've been to...
Or for American listeners, ER. Emergency rooms.
Is Winchester the place near Bognor Regis? Or is it... There's a place...
Winchester's in Hampshire.
We're on the coast. There's a Chichester.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to that one, and that was a nice one.
What were you doing there?
My sister got her tit ripped off by by archery.
Wait, we don't know if she's okay yet. Don't laugh yet, because I've done this before. Your sister had what happened to her tit?
It got ripped off. She had a piercing, and she wasn't wearing a bra, and she was doing archery, and she got a bit cocky. And it went straight across her chest. Like
you can laugh.
Yeah, you can laugh.
Wait, so she had a nipple piercing and then she pulled out a bow for the arrow and then
it whipped across her chest and it ripped out her tip.
We must remember to be careful if we're doing archery with nipple piercings.
And what was funny was the guy who was doing the archery was like, that's never happened before. In such a quick way that I was like, that definitely has happened before.
All the fun. It's never happened before, I've never seen it.
So I'm like crawling along the ground looking for her piercing.
But did the nipple come off?
Yeah, no, she lifted up her top. It was like tit matter.
Oh,
she just had no nipple.
I'd be so gutted to lose a nipple.
I know.
Like, I'd rather break a leg than lose a nipple, because I think that's just such
a
big thing. And sensitivity-wise.
And she's got incredible tits.
Oh, man. I'm sure they're still good. The girth is still there, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, she's got lovely... She's like a bee, but they're just lovely
But
shapes.
really nice and up. Yeah. And like, 'cause my nipples are really weird.
My tits look like dog ears. Do you know what I mean?
Like long and flat?
Yeah, and they just go...
Mine are like bulbous, but they are going south. But I've got really big nipples.
How big?
Like to the point where from the age of 14, I cannot fathom how a baby could latch onto it.
Oh my God.
Like, what is up with this baby's mouth if it's able to... Because it's like, you know, when you grow up, you always think that the milk just comes out the middle.
Yes.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
I didn't notice.
It's a pad. It's a
sponge.
Like a shower comes
head.
Out of like a shower head.
Oh my God.
It's like expresses from it's several holes.
Wow.
Andrew's nodding like, yes, I breastfeed regularly.
So your nipples, right?
Linsey Santoro's got a bit about this.
Linsey Santoro's?
Yeah.
Is it about how it sprays?
Yeah.
So
holy shit.
Baby, for me, let's say nipple is like Okay, so for the benefit of the listener, I'm going to say, not my palm, the top of this mug.
Well, let's do a biscuit. Is it like the size of a rich tea, a hobnob, a mini gem, or a jammy dodger?
It's not a mini gem. That'd be fucking mental. A mini gem's accessible for a baby.
Yeah.
Baby can suck on mini gem. It's like, okay, it's
Imagine if your nipples were really small. Like so
I've
small.
seen them.
Really?
I've seen people with like really reasonably like tiny nipples.
What do you mean reasonably sized?
Like to the point where I'm like, yeah, baby can suck on that, no stress.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna drown an infant.
Like, well, you're gonna waterboard your own baby.
Right, imagine you're
gonna
trying to
milk
drink
board.
out of a shower head.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's just going in your eyes. Down your head. My baby's gonna have ears full of milk.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. Or nature just covers you, and like I will just give birth to the biggest mouthed little girls ever.
Amazing.
They'll just come out like, hello, hi, mama. Hi. But they're gonna have to full mouth latch onto me.
Oh wow, they're not gonna go.
No, but I've also never had it. Oh, I feel weird about the piercing thing.
Yeah, well, I'd never realised how many people had, like, we got a taxi to the A&E, and the guy
Yeah,
was
you
like,
would, wouldn't you? That's not a get on a bus with a bleeding nipple.
No,
Yeah.
no. And the dude is like, the dude who was driving us is like, I have 65 piercings. And he talked us
Why is
through
he
them all.
telling you?
Because, like, she's bleeding out of her tit. And, like, it's a hard thing as well. Like, if you're getting a taxi and you're bleeding, you have to create a bit of a rapport.
I get it.
So that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
get done for soilage.
Being in a taxi going to the hospital, like, you know that they want to ask.
Yeah.
You have to tell them.
But you know what I love is that my sister, like, because we had a bottomless brunch in the next day, we spent like 8 hours in Chichester,
Yeah.
A&E, and they basically said just antibiotics, we can't stitch it because it's just ripped in such a. The people in A&E were like, is this a laceration? We don't even know, because the laceration means going inwards. This has come outwards, and they've never seen anything like it before. And then,
Well, it was quite an exciting day for them, I guess.
oh, they were
Yeah.
bringing in people. And they
yeah,
were like,
I bet
wow.
they would. I'd want
You know?
to see it.
Yeah, you
I'd
would.
be curious.
Basically, they'd be like, come here, and then someone would come pop their head over the curtain and go, and go straight back out.
Oh,
Ooh. So, like...
no! But how was the A&E there? Was there like vending machines or was there a cafe?
Not many vending machines. And as well as that, the charging, you know, your phone charging thing was hard. But we were put into several different waiting areas, including like a waiting area where I think people get chemo. And so they have these like chairs that are like, it has a remote control.
They have a chemo waiting ward with general people going into A&E.
Well,
That
we were in the
feels
bowels.
really like immunocompromising danger, no?
There was no one getting chemo there, but I presume it's one of those chairs that like it goes fully flat upwards and then
recliny.
recline.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't have to put any effort into getting yourself up. You could like it will slide you up like
Assisted
Wallace
living.
and Gromit. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love that today. I'd love.
I want you to go to one down
Where do you
around
think I
where
should
we
go?
live. Well, the one that I mentioned earlier, I think has an M&S and 2 Costas.
Yeah, we're talking about like A&Es in London.
Yeah. Because I think there's
So if you're ever
so
visiting,
the one in like Central, like St Thomas's.
Yeah.
I've only done an overnight there once with my friend Jazz when she fell on her face, but she basically went for a piss in the middle of the street. Well, between 2 cars, she's got dignity.
Of course.
And she stood up,
Of
but
course.
fell, but she was too drunk to remember that you put your hands out. So she landed on her face.
Oh my god.
And she looked up at me and she went, have I bruised? And she was like, no teeth. And I was like, we're going to, you know what? You're doing great. And the worst thing about that night is that everyone at the house party thought I punched her in the face.
Wow.
That's the rumour that went round the house party.
Wow.
I was
Oh
like,
my
you
God.
fucking, I punched her in the
You
face.
I don't feel that you'd ever punch anybody.
Like that
It's
was,
not
okay,
in
I
you.
slapped Hannah Grant in year 6.
Did you? Yeah.
And then immediately cried.
You cried.
Yeah.
Were you afraid that she was going to hit you back, and that's why you cried?
I couldn't believe I did it.
Why? Did
Because
you?
she's like one of my best, she still is one of my best friends. And I was so shocked.
Did you,
And
like
I
an
can-
open, an
yeah.
open palm.
Yeah.
How
I
tall-
was so
how tall
angry.
is your
I was
friend?
so angry. She's a lot shorter than me.
Yeah.
I was like, we had like in year 6, you got to take it in turns to do register duty, where
Yeah.
you got the responsibility of taking the registers to all the classrooms at junior school.
Yeah.
And she did it on my turn. because I was eating my lunch and I think she said, oh, I didn't think you were going to do it, so I thought I'd do it for you, which sounds like a nice thing,
Yeah,
but you
it
have
does.
to understand in year 6 how fucked that was.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean you did it for me? And she was like, oh, I just did it for you, like just totally innocently, really nicely. And I took it as like the biggest attack, and I went, you. And
Like you're in a
she
soap.
immediately cried and went to the dinner lady, and then I was crying. Like it was an absolute fucking nightmare.
How did the dinner lady sort this out? I
I
feel
think the
like
dinner lady was like, say sorry. And I was like, sorry! She had like a red mark on her face. And I was
Oh
like, it wasn't
my
me. Like it was
God.
awful.
Oh my
and I
God.
once
You're like a
threatened,
barmaid out Coronation
threatened a
Street.
year 3 student. So they were like 7.
you once what?
And I was 9. She was 7 years old. I
Oh,
once threatened a
wow.
7-year-old.
Oh wow.
But like she was being really mean to my sister.
Oh wow.
She was being so mean. I didn't do anything to her, but I made it very clear that I could end her life. If I remember correctly. And I was
No.
like, but I remember like playing the role of like, I was
big
like, I'm going to be the
sister.
big sister. I'm going to do the big sister thing.
Oh man, I used to do that too.
Really? And just
Yeah.
take it too far.
Well, yeah, well, until one of
I
my
think I threatened
one
her
of my
life.
friend's bullies was like, hit me. And I was like, well, I wasn't expecting this. And I think I just turned 18 as well. So I was like, you know, when you're legally trying to work out stuff. And I was like, I can't hit this person. Or my friend,
You ever hit someone? Me and Sunil have fights.
like play fights.
Yeah. We definitely get like push. It's not hitting, but it's pushing.
I wrestled my boyfriend's cousin for 20 minutes. And like, he beat me, but just not out of technique, but out of like, I have very bad
Speed.
cardio.
Oh,
So I
damn it.
gassed out.
Yeah.
And like a few of my boyfriend's other cousins are like, they're like PTs, like personal trainers.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And they were going,
I
"Oh,
love that you translated personal trainer because I did give it a blank look for a second. They're PTs. Peanut butter and toast.
they still talk about. I'd love that.
I'd
man.
love peanut butter on. Do we have? No, we don't have any. No, it would also be bad for the audio, wouldn't it? Like
And
quite
it would be
claggy. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be quite claggy on the old gums, wouldn't it? Oh my god.
We do an episode where it's just us eating peanut butter on toast.
Well,
just talking.
I think it'll sound just as good as the episode where I was trying to get sick all the
Don't,
time.
'cause if you talk,
I
I
know,
really-
I know.
Please go back and listen to the episode of Alison and Poppy Hillstead.
Was it Poppy Hillstead?
it
in
was.
that? Oh my god.
It was Poppy.
Oh,
That's
totally
like,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Poppy are trying to set up our new podcast together. We haven't come up with a name for it properly yet.
But do you want to say the premise now, or do you want to save it?
Oh no, I can do it.
Do it.
The premise is because I'm going to A&E. I brought myself
Yeah.
a little magazine, and it's That's Life.
Stop it.
Read the headlines. So we're gonna do like a different magazine each time, and we're gonna. Do you know what else we're gonna do? We're gonna buy products from the back pages, and then review them. We're gonna do a Patreon of that. We there's these twin premature orangutans called Double Trouble.
No.
That you can buy, and it's like it says that the hair is hand placed, like
So they're dolls of premature orangutans.
orangutans wearing little baby girls.
Oh, I want those.
Yeah, I think it's like you can Google it. It's like
How much?
160 quid.
Oh fuck! I just got
Or
robbed. I
some-
can't afford that with my laptop.
But I'm thinking like.
Or could we take it out the Trusty Hogs Patreon part?
Absolutely not. No.
No, that's right. Okay. It's always worth asking.
It is. So like we're gonna do that.
Do you want to hear some of these titles?
Please tell me.
Okay, so that's life. These are the trash magazines that we have in the UK that are genuinely life changing.
Mm-hmm.
This is where like people first this is where you learn as a teenager about people who like were married to cars or fucked exhaust pipes.
Yeah, or
and-
like had affairs with ghosts.
Yeah,
It's always like
I've been sleeping with my ex-husband's brother's ghost for 2 years now, and I'm bloody loving it. Like stuff like that, and they get paid £50 a story.
I have a relative that insists that she was sexually assaulted by a ghost.
Yeah,
But I don't know if she was. I'd say like
but it's so hard because you have to believe her.
I know.
And I think even with I understand this because it's like even if you don't believe in ghosts, you have to go along with it.
But you know the way sometimes
What did the
you
what was
get
the
like
ghost?
you get like she said it was the devil. The devil.
Oh, so this feels
Which
more
is-
religious than anything else.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
What did the devil look like to her?
She didn't say. She said that she just felt a presence. And then,
My mum's felt presents before.
Has she?
One of them was her dad.
oh
Yeah,
no.
she was driving along and he came to say hello. After
Well,
he
it's good that
died.
you came to say hello and not
Yeah, yeah.
try and fuck her or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, could you imagine just driving along and my dad's dead? No.
So like, yeah, it's good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get people to send in their real life stories
and discuss things like, told I had a year to live, so I wed a Turkish toy boy on holiday.
Yeah, legend. Or what
My
else?
wife tried to murder me 3 times.
I mean,
She seduced men, then paid them to kill me.
Wow.
That's on page 43. That's not even
Wow.
a headline story for them. That comes late.
Is that hard that I'm like, oh, good for her?
So you're going
She's got
to
game.
each week you and Poppy are going to discuss. Oh, look. They've got things like pictures of just like random dogs people have sent in.
Or they have things like, I don't know if it's this magazine, there's a few of them that are like, men say the funniest things. They're not the funniest things. It's often like, it's just like, evil husband tortured me with, oh no. Some of these can be quite.
It can get really dark.
Yeah, I know. They're either like, I won a guinea pig in a raffle, or I was kidnapped.
I have
And, like,
such a clear memory of being a receptionist at the Harlington Centre in Fleet, on Fleet Road.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of these lying around from the ladies that did like the midweeks. And there was one story about a girl who was my age who got stabbed, in the leg. And I was
Whoa,
like, oh my
with
God,
what?
stabbed in the leg. A knife, I imagine.
Okay.
But she was like, the article wasn't about how she was stabbed. It was about how her favourite jeans got ruined with blood. But the happy ending
way.
at the end of it. But then my mum bought me a new pair from Tammy Girl. Everything works out for a reason.
Yeah, I'd get stabbed for a pair of jeans from Tammy Girl.
I could never fit
Definitely.
into Tammy Girl.
Really? No.
No, because I was too long. I was too long from day dot.
Are you a Dorothy Perkins lady or what are you?
I was Dorothy Perkins at the age of 10.
Yeah.
Which
me
is
too.
like, but isn't that heartbreaking?
I know.
I
Like,
couldn't just go to where everyone else is. Like I had to get my school trousers from the women's business section at M&S.
Oh my
I
God.
can hear you laughing. I can. If anyone didn't hear that, that was I was told to. Did that bring back a horrible memory for you? Everyone going to the school section and you're being taken to women's business.
oh my God. I always felt like plus size clothing is like, you either look like you work at a bookies or that you love flowers. There's neither, you know what I mean? Or you just want to show off your shoulders all the time.
Yes. Oh
Those
my
shoulder
God.
cutouts, what the fuck are they about?
It's
Who?
also when you don't have a woman's body to wear women's business trousers.
Yes.
You look fucking stupid. And
Do
then on
you?
top of that, everyone's like fashion at that point was dolly shoes. Like you couldn't wear proper shoes.
What are
You had to wear
dolly shoes?
like ballet pumps.
Oh yeah.
But like they saw them in every Primark. But I can't remember when I could fit into Primark because
Yeah.
they stop at 8. UK 8, which isn't actually an 8 because that should be a 40, but they're actually 39.
What size shoe are you?
And they're like 9.5 wide fit.
I'm an 8.
I think 8 is
Yeah.
the last size where life is easy.
Oh, definitely, because you get them all on the sale as well.
Yeah, 9.5. Like I'm speciality.
You are speciality. At that point.
I'm in speciality shops and Doc Martens.
Yeah, and there's always shops like Long Tall Sally or whatever.
Which has
they're
gone
called.
off the high street now and it's only online.
Really?
Which is probably for the best.
Oh my! There used to be what was the name of that? The fat woman shop. That's like not Giacomo,
Bon
but the
Marché?
female equivalent. Is Bon Marché a fat woman shop?
Well, no, but
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Spiritually.
like in there they're bigger and it's loose.
Okay.
No, Bon Marché I think is a fat girl shop.
That's cool. No, I think it's like Every or something like that. It's now
Every
online.
and Simply Be.
Yeah, but it used to be a big shop of that in Oxford Street.
Yeah, they
I
used
used to
downstairs
love
from
it.
the next.
Yeah.
Yes. That's totally gone.
I know. Everything is gone now.
But that's
I have
because
to-
fat people should not be out and about, and I've been saying that for years.
Absolutely. They shouldn't
Because we
shop.
do get injured.
We do.
We
I
get just like
case in
breaking
point.
bones
Case in
everywhere we
point.
go.
Oh
No,
my
I
God.
was. I really wanted the dolly shoes that everyone else had,
Mm.
but I couldn't take. Even though I couldn't fit them, I refused to not wear the Primark ballet pumps.
To not wear them.
So I now think this is why I've got fucked up toes. Because I squeezed myself
Did you
into
bind
them.
your own feet?
I think I bound.
Oh my God.
So like my last 3 toes
Yeah.
are like this.
They just go in.
They're like facing. They're like trying to. Like everyone is desperately trying to get with the big toe.
Yeah.
And I swear part of that is me just like forcing my feet into shoes that didn't fit. Because wearing ladies' business trousers
Yeah.
and then ladies' business shoes whilst trying to be fit and attractive when you're a
Absolutely.
foot taller than everyone else and breathing through your mouth. It's so tricky.
Have you managed to not breathe through your mouth lately?
I think I did one bus journey in the last year
Yeah.
where I got to the end and I was like, oh my God, I have my mouth shut.
Amazing.
I was like, oh my
realised,
God, I think my mouth was shut the whole time.
I think I breathe through my mouth so much now because I get people commenting, going like, how does she breathe?
Yeah.
And once I Googled myself to see like a
If
tour
your
gig.
mouth was closed, I
But
bet.
someone said, like, do you know what he'd go, like, Alison Spittle boyfriend? Or he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
does Alison Spittle have a health problem? And I'm like, I think so.
What's Helen Bauer's diagnosis?
Yeah. And some guy emailed me.
Wait, do you
as
have
I
a
go on the
deviated
gargle.
septum thing, or do you just have like just weird respiratory
I
stuff?
just think I'm fat. I'm fat and I've asthma.
No, I don't think fat opens your mouth, does it?
I think,
If anything, it would close it.
would it?
I reckon so. It would like force your body to close up because it's like more fat around you, no?
Mate, I don't know. I just have respiratory problems.
I just cannot get air through there.
For your nose.
Yeah. I never really have. Like, you look at pictures of me as a kid, I'm just like walking around, mouth wide open, just confused.
Open mouthed.
My dad doesn't breathe through his nose either.
Oh, maybe it's a biological thing.
I think it might be. I think that's what I got from him is like, oh my God, I think our guest is here.
Oh, amazing. Sorry.
Oh my God, amazing. Oh my God, should we bring her on? Let's continue
Yes.
diagnosing ourselves with stuff
Yes.
in the extras.
Absolutely.
I love you, Alison Spittle.
Ooh.
Please welcome the amazing Fatiha El-Ghorri.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Catherine Bohart and I'm going to the Soho Theatre in London for 2 weeks in March. Now, wouldn't it be convenient if they were back to back and I could just tell you the dates? Of course it would. They're not. The first one begins the week commencing the 4th of March and the second one, after a week's break, begins the week commencing the 18th of March. So, early March, late March, where will I be? Soho Theatre, my loves. And I'd love to see you there. The tickets I haven't sold necessarily as fast as I'd like them to. But listen, there are some available. And I'll be there doing my goddamn best with my new show. That's the debut of my new show. So please come. I'd be thrilled to have you in the audience. The show is called Again with Feelings. And the earlier you buy your tickets at Soho, the less expensive they are. Thank you so much.
What's up? It's me, Helen Bauer from TrustyHogs. I just want to say I'm doing my show one last time in the UK at the Earth in Hackney in London on March 2nd. It's a double bill with Olga Koch. You can see both of us. You can see one of us. Come for the whole night. You've got like a little break in between us to go get some food. It's going to be magical. It's going to be sexy. And I'd love to see you there. Thank you. Bonza, good day, and welcome to TrustyHogs in Australia. We're going to be bush pigs. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an Australian version of TrustyHogs.
I think what we need to say is we're going on tour, both of us.
Yes, sorry.
To
Australia.
We'll both be playing. I'll be playing Melbourne and Sydney. You'll be playing Melbourne and
Sydney and Brisbane and Perth.
fabulous. I will be in Melbourne. I'll be at the Weston 3 at the International Comedy Festival. You can buy tickets for my show now. And at Sydney, I'll be at the Factory Theatre and you can buy tickets for my show now.
And in Melbourne, I'll be at the Greek, which I have looked on Google Maps, and it is very close to Catherine's venue. Isn't that so cute?
Oh,
We're super
pick me up
close.
after.
And then, no, I think you'll be picking me up.
Oh.
I think.
That's
I need to check
standard.
that. But come pick us up. Come pick us up.
Come pick us up.
Sydney, I'll be at the Factory Theatre with Catherine, and that's super close to the ice cream place. Brisbane, I'll be at Powerhouse. And in Perth...
Can a powerhouse be inside of a powerhouse? She will be.
I'll be bloody there. And at Perth, I'll be at the Perth Comedy Festival for the Regal Theatre.
Gorgeous.
And we're also bringing Trusty Hogs live
Yeah.
to Australia.
Melbourne and Sydney, bitches. It's on sale. I've never said bitches before in my life.
It
like
felt
that.
really wrong.
It felt really weird. I said it and I was
Bitches, get your tickets.
like, no, that's hideous. Well, anyway, see you there, Australia.
Aussie.
No, we've been over this.
Aussie. Hoggy.
Yeah.
Oh.
We both got it wrong.
We'll see you there. Welcome to our guest, it's Fatiha El-Ghorri! When did you start recording? No. Okay, well, either way, sex
Yes.
can be in general.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like one night stands.
Yeah. Why don't you like them? But like, I'd love to. Yeah.
They're
I
not
agree.
fun, right?
Yeah, they're not fun.
You just feel like
I mean,
a glove.
I've never done it, but because I'm not like, I just I'm like you in that you need to know the person and fancy them.
Yes.
And all that shit. Like,
I think I'm more into sexual tension than actual
the
sex.
chase, the thrill of the chase.
And they're like
because we're animals.
But I'm still very teenage with it. Like I fucking love like the electricity of like a thigh rub.
Oh my God.
Like the electricity of like over clothes touching.
I remember like,
is that really messed up?
No, I remember my boyfriend when I first went to the cinema with him. It wasn't a date. We were going as friends, but our arms were touching here, and it felt like the whole side of my body was on fire, and I felt that if I put my arm away, I would die.
Yeah,
and
like you want to feel like you're half into a stroke.
Oh my God, yes.
Like it's so sexy.
I want to feel in danger.
Like, what's the best sex you have? Is it committed, like, married relationship? Like, let's hear a fingering. Can we say that? Like, good, gentle fingering.
Oh my God, no.
You just like you reminded me. I don't know what it is yet. Every time we're talking, I'm just like getting songs in my head. So you know that song.
Yeah.
Move closer.
Feel your body so close.
Wait, what's that?
Until we
feel like we're really making love.
That's not a song.
That is. It is. It's by a woman called Phyllis Nelson. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Let me tell you. Honestly, the other night I was a bit sad, and then it came on the TV. They did a whole thing about love songs, because it's Valentine's Day, innit?
And you were watching that when you were feeling sad?
I was at 3 a.m.
That's mental.
I'm telling you, bro. Me and my tea towel was raving. I was like this in my front room. It was fun.
Valentine's is hard. It's hard. It makes people feel
so
sad.
stressful. Just, when we're recording this, we're pre-recording it, so it's Valentine's Day tomorrow as of us recording this right now. And like, I mean, I'm gigging. I'm just like, I'm skipping the whole thing.
I'm getting a sofa delivered.
That's
happy.
hot.
I know, right?
I'm probably going to be in A&E.
I hope you're in A&E tomorrow, because then I'll come visit you.
Yeah, do.
Because I'm free in the day.
Also, like, if someone wants my hotel in Croydon, I'll give
Yeah,
it.
I don't know how they fight it posthumously. Is that how you can use posthumously?
Because my boyfriend, I live with a flatmate, he's got a girlfriend, so I wanted like a romantic opportunity to let someone have the flat to themselves. And like, I could go to Croydon.
I know your
meet
flat.
my
You know, I've
boyfriend.
been to it before. You lived there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You recorded a podcast.
I did. It was really fun.
But like I wanted, but that's probably not going to happen.
Tell us
But
more
are you
about
not
the sofa.
doing anything with? Are you not doing anything romantic?
Well,
romantic.
it depends
Sorry, I
on-
like rolling my R's.
It depends.
Romantic.
It depends on whether my leg is broken or not. Like if
But you can still do something in the hospital.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You've got a partner.
Wait.
innit?
I do.
Yeah, so just tell them to come dressed as a doctor and give
Oh,
it all.
wow.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Time to get struck off.
This is it. Exactly.
That is such a good idea.
took
And
it-
also the NHS are in trouble right now. Another doctor would be good, if anything.
Oh, beautiful, yeah.
Just have another one running around.
He took an oath. But like, I don't know, I should maybe. Yeah.
I'm sure they'll surprise you anyway. They're not going to let you suffer when they hear you might have broken your leg.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry you can't have your romantic night in Croydon.
I
though.
know. I imagine like I was like trying to plan romance in Croydon. Feels like an oxymoron.
Watch a romantic film together, just
We
like,
could,
and then like, you're not like interfering with your flatmate's date. You're just in your bedroom,
Yeah.
and just put on like the set. Like, what's the sexy film? I mean, I just watched 2 very upsetting films. Have you seen Dream Scenario?
No.
With Nicolas Cage. It's the
No.
best premise for a film I've seen in ages. The idea is that he appears in loads of people's dreams, like collective, like conscious or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's in everyone's dreams. But there's one scene in it where he's having sex. He's a middle-aged man, and he half comes. He farts, and he finishes coming. And the acting is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Incredible. He goes, and you believe it.
Oh my
It's
god.
so funny.
Oh my god.
I've never had that happen, but like,
No. But like.
you never know.
What's the most romantic film you've ever seen?
The one that I've been turned on during the most,
Yeah.
as far as this was like teenage years, was 300.
300.
That's with Gerard Butler, isn't
Yeah,
it?
'cause they
Them
just got their
Vikings
tops
and
off.
shit.
Yeah, and I was next to a boy from school, and I was
never
like
seen
giving him a hand job.
Were you?
Yeah.
Could you not demonstrate that on me?
I was up here. Hand was up. I'm not demonstrating for the benefit of the listener. But that one, and then once I went
Wow.
to the cinema with someone I really, really fancied to see Over the Hedge.
Over the
It's
head.
a cartoon. Yeah,
There's
there were no
Over the
kids
Hedge
in it.
too as well, by the
Shut
way.
your fucking face.
There is. It's really good.
What's the premise of it? Do you remember?
Turtle takes the lead in it. I'm telling you now. It does.
The turtle takes the lead in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
This time.
he's the main character. I don't know. Yeah, some shit like that.
I loved Over the Hedge. I thought it was really
It
fun.
was all right. The graphics were a bit shit, innit?
All
I thought.
right.
They were a
It's
bit-
not DreamWorks, is it?
No,
Like,
exactly.
You
can
got to give a
tell.
break. Yeah. Favorite animation? Go.
I think my favourite. Well, do you want me to tell you a romantic one? Is this
Yeah.
coming out after? This is coming out
Yeah.
after,
This
yeah.
is coming out in like 2 weeks, is it? Yeah.
Oh, so should we do a romantic one so
Go
that people
on.
can think back to tomorrow and
Posthumously. Yeah.
and cry.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, we're not the only sad dickheads.
100%.
These
Yeah.
three are sad as well.
No, we're actually, Alison, Fatiha and Helen are all thriving. If anyone asks you, we're all doing really well, and we're actually in committed, loving, long term. Actually, Alison is. And we've got 4 fully working limbs, and none of us have ever sealed ourselves onto a train. That's still fucking stupid.
I know. Still got a boyfriend.
What happened? Did you? Was it a train or a tube?
Train. I
Oh,
just
was
like
you gonna miss it?
and I flopped myself.
No.
Yeah,
in.
but it's Reading to London. There's so many trains. Like, it wouldn't have been like, it wasn't like last chance.
I know, but like
Traitors,
Yeah, traitors. I wanted to watch Traitors. Tell me about your
Oh.
romantic film.
Oh, romantic film. So my favourite is The Wedding Singer.
Oh, that is a lovely film.
You know, I've never seen it. Is that Adam Sandler and Drew
Yes.
Barrymore?
No,
Yes.
I've seen
Never.
the musical of it, and it's absolutely shite.
No.
My
Oh, is
sister
it?
was in it. Yeah.
Your sister was in it.
Yeah, it was a school production.
Oh, that's okay.
I thought I was about to go in ham, and then I thought, no, okay. You said, when you said sister. I
But
was
like, no, it's not good. But the film is great.
it's really good. I know nearly all of it word by word. I know all the songs. I've got all the
I wanna
soundtrack
grow
on my.
old with you.
Yeah, I got it
Yeah.
all on my Spotify. Yeah, it's so nice.
They have a good chemistry, Drew
They
Barrymore
do.
and Adam
But I feel
Sandler.
like they should have stopped at that film though, because they made other films. and I was
50
like,
First
50
Dates.
First Dates.
yeah, no.
I liked 50 First Dates.
I watched it. I liked it.
Because
That
he's friends with the animals.
Yeah. I love Adam Sandler films. Adam Sandler films seem to remind me of like being on school tour a lot. You know, when it rains and they put on an Adam Sandler film.
What the fuck? We didn't get Adam Sandler films at school.
No.
What did you get?
We watched on a school trip to Poland. We watched The Pianist, Schindler's List, and Miss Congeniality.
What a barrel of laughs.
Yeah, it was
What
a,
a-
it was
I can't think of-
crazy bus. It was a cray bus. Yeah. No, it was
Wow.
intense. Miss Congeniality was really welcome. Actually, we really needed it after that.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, we had once actually my English teacher allowed us to bring in videos of what we wanted to watch, and my I was going to say colleague, school colleague, school.
Your friend at
pal?
school.
Friend at school. He brought in school friend. Yeah. He brought in. Jesus, this leg is really breaking my brain. But he brought in a video of wrestlers, and then these 2 women wrestlers started kissing in it. And then the English teacher switched off, and he got detention.
No.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Yeah, just for that.
That's how
for that.
afraid they are of the queer community in
I
Ireland.
know.
Turn it off.
I know.
They'll be encouraged. They're learning it. Just to check, did all the
But it
boys
was-
have their hands in their dicks
It
at
was
that
very.
moment?
No.
Okay, romantic films, Wedding Singer.
Wedding singer.
I'd say The Holiday is so romantic.
What? Who's romantic in that?
All of the storylines.
Jude Law's
These 4
character.
people finding love. Kate Winslet tries to kill herself at the beginning, and then she meets Jack Black.
I know. There's no better beginning to any romantic comedy than trying to kill yourself.
With gassing yourself in an oven. Like, it's a weird start.
No, yeah. I
What
agree.
else is really romantic? Oh my god.
This
Hitch. I love Hitch.
No, that's not.
No,
That
that
isn't
is
that about
so
like a
good.
player teaching women?
No. See, you got it wrong. No.
Wow. Wait, how is Hitch romantic to you? And I'll tell you why I think it's not romantic.
Because everyone, right? So everyone deserves love, and everyone has someone out there for them, right? But some people are not ready. Yeah. So, for example, they're not good dancers.
Well, you have to be a good dancer.
I'm just thinking of an example of the film. I don't know, like sometimes people do mad shit in it. Like they'll turn up to a date dressed all in white. I'm like, are you a barber? What the fuck is going on here?
Are you a barber?
Yeah, you know they wear. Okay, not a barber. I meant butcher. You know they wear those.
Are you a barber?
I meant butcher.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah,
Because they wear those white things.
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
with blood on them.
Yeah. So you know. So yeah, and then he teaches them. He's like, okay, this is what if you behave like he it's not like it's not Andrew Tate stuff. It's not that. It's like
It
be
feels
more
like
confident.
the precursor
no,
to Andrew
it's
Tate.
not. It's not. Honestly, he's like, this is how you be romantic with a lady. This is how you treat a lady. Because some people don't have examples. That's why there's so many trash people out there because they don't have good
'Cause they haven't
examples
met
to
Will
learn
Smith.
from. Yes,
So you think if Will Smith had met everyone, we'd live in a better world?
for sure.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, you could
So
slap up the pricks.
Yeah, a lot more
Help the
people be
other.
slapping each
Yeah.
other.
For me,
My wife's name.
Hitch is a story about the game. The idea that like guys
Yeah.
need to be taught how to pick up women using tricks.
Oh, they don't. Well,
Like being
It's-
like, you're a fucking bitch, and her being like,
no,
like,
that's negging.
God, I'm such a fucking fugly slut. I guess I'll knock you off now.
No,
like,
no, I tell you what is like that crazy stupid love. That is like that.
that is a mad film.
That
I've
is a
never
mad
seen
film.
it. I've never seen
So
it.
many people love it. So
But
I
it hasn't
watched
aged well. It really hasn't aged
Who's
well.
in it? Who's
Steve
in it?
Ryan
Carell,
Gosling.
Julianne Moore.
Oh wow!
Like it's a mad
That's
cast.
stacked.
What's that? Emma
Stone.
Stone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's very good
She
though.
is.
Oh my gosh.
She's very good.
Super bad.
Super bad.
That's a really romantic film.
that is a
No,
romantic
that's a
film.
hipster bullshit film.
'Cause-
No.
Yeah.
How is that
Ah.
a hipster bullshit film?
It's got that guy Michael
Sarah.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
bruv, no thanks.
Okay.
He's really nice.
He's
He
really
is
nice.
really
and
nice,
He
but
doesn't.
no.
He doesn't fuck the lady when she's really drunk.
I
And
know,
I
but-
thought that's how low the bar is for me. He doesn't rape someone, and I'm like, yes.
He's a romantic king.
What a king.
Is Jonah Hill also in it?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
see, no, I don't like that film. No.
I like it because I remember watching that scene when I was younger. You know when he gets perioded on
Yes.
at a dance.
She
And
grinds
she
up on
grinds
him.
up against his leg. Do you remember when that was like the sexiest dance? Was
Yeah.
to like rub up and down a thigh.
Yeah. Like you're a
then-
dog with worms. Like,
Yes,
like,
I think that might be my favourite move though. And then she periods out from under her skirt onto his leg.
I love that you were going out from, and I'm like, there's only one place, the vagina. You know?
Well, you could period onto your knickers and then have a transfer from the knickers, no?
like a stamp.
Like a stamp. like, a period. Like, let's say you period into your knickers and it stays wet down there, and then
Yeah.
you've got a wet stamp for the rest of the day.
And then what?
And then you're just marking your territory in every class you go into. Math, science, English, geography.
A+.
Helen Bauer's been here. Because that was the early days. That was like when that came out,
Yeah.
none of us had figured out period products yet.
No.
Like, you
it was
just-
great.
Oh, do you remember those first couple of years of your period where it's just a Wild West?
Oh, big time.
Like you've got no idea when it's starting.
But I have that now. Like in my 20s,
You
it
still
was fine.
can't tell when it's going to start.
No, because I went on hormonal what's it
Pills?
called? Yeah, and it just
Supplements?
my cycle got all fecked up, so I just don't.
So you
know.
can't even track it.
No.
But
no.
can you feel it? Like your brain going like
Oh yeah, like if I cry at Britain's Got Talent, then I know I'm getting my period the next day.
I totally get it.
Do you know what I mean?
I get angry now as well.
I get angry too.
I used to just be sad, and now I've started like lashing out.
Oh, lovely. This is
I
really
took
gonna.
food from Sunil's mouth, basically. Like he was trying to eat something, and I went
What
mine.
kind of food?
Potato waffle. Just because I didn't think he deserved it, and he did nothing wrong.
Oh wow.
It's bad, isn't it?
No. It's
I've
not.
done that when I wasn't on my period.
Ah,
I've done it to a woman in the shop.
People.
a woman in the shop.
Yeah, because I said I wanted a flake, and then there was the last one, and then I went to get it, and she picked it up. She was before me, and I said, "Oh, let me have it, please." I'm
No, wait, you can't do that. If there's one chocolate bar of a flake left and you want it, and someone else picks it up before you, you can't then say, "No, I want it."
I said, "Please." I said,
That's
I did say
mental.
please. I said, "Please, I'm pregnant," and then she was like,
You're not pregnant.
I know, but I just said that to make her feel sad. And then she said no, and I said okay, and then she brought it, and then when she opened it, I dived in.
That's
Wow.
fucking psychopath
Like
behaviour.
a seagull.
Yeah,
Fatty
I
and a
know.
seagull.
I know. I wouldn't do it now, but
How
I
long
have
ago
done
was
it.
this?
Oh, like maybe 15 years ago.
Wow.
Then I'm not judging. I used to eat off plates when I was a waitress.
What
Did
you
you?
mean?
Yeah,
My
like
brother used to
going
do that.
back to like the back of house.
Oh wow.
Like when I was working at the National Theatre,
What kind of food?
I was like, I was just broke,
Is
right?
it chips? Is it chips?
No, like
No,
chips obviously
like
was super easy, but like
Mashed potato.
it was
You can't do
basically
that.
there was a good. It feels like a year, but it was probably 3 months when we sold macaroni and cheese on this counter.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like a cafeteria sort of style counter, and the macaroni and cheese came in their own dishes, and it was so cheesy, so oily. It was, I cannot describe how good it was. Like
Yeah.
I'm literally, my mouth is like a tsunami right now.
What you're thinking of those leftovers?
And like we'd
Really?
serve it to like the theatre people, who in general were very old women. And you know how people just lose their appetites. So I'd like be serving like the oldest women ever, being like, she's not finishing this, she's not finishing this. And then I'd switch to be on table duty. So I'd clear all the tables, and if there was anything left, I'd have a new fork and just fucking scoop it into my mouth.
Wow.
And one person saw me once. They went, "That's disgusting," and I was like, "Oh, I'm starving." But it was so, I couldn't stop myself.
Yeah.
It's hot cheese and pasta, which is
Yum.
the best combination.
No. It's like,
Like,
yeah.
it's insane.
You were saving the environment.
I
you
would
know?
I would do it off like
These are strangers' plates.
yeah, I wouldn't do it off strangers.
No.
plates.
No, but these are theatre goers.
Well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I think that there's a certain level
What?
of hygiene that comes with
Wow.
theatre goer.
Oh, right. So
There
like,
is.
what posh cultured
I
saliva?
I wouldn't have done it at like a theme park.
So
Because
you,
people like me go to theme parks. I wouldn't get close to that. Like I'm half in the mouth, half out, like nose
You
dripping.
don't know what these old like rich women are like. They could gob full on it.
No,
Yeah.
no,
They
no,
could
no.
just stop themselves
They
from
could
eating
be like
it.
dribbling and eating.
They all
Yeah.
smelt like
I
Chanel.
don't know why I did that.
They could like.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
they definitely, they showered, they talked.
We have
Like-
a saying in Morocco. We say sometimes you get people, when people are dirty but they try to look clean, we say it's like putting makeup over bogeys. You know when someone's nose is
What?
running?
Yeah,
I'd love to hear that in the
yeah.
language.
We say
Makeup.
la'akar, which is lipstick, la'akar فوق الخنونة, on top of
La
bogey.
ka faka honuna.
Hey!
La ka faka honuna.
You have been indicted. Is it indicted?
Indoctrinated.
Yeah,
No, not that.
initiated, inaugurated.
That's it.
Thank you,
Inaugurated.
Andrew. Inaugurated.
Yeah.
What's the one I said?
Indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated.
That's what they, like, that's grooming.
Oh, is it? Oh, no.
Have you ever been to Morocco, Ellen?
Yeah?
I've been to Morocco too.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I spent a month there.
Wow,
I filmed
where?
a TV show, like
You did not film a TV show in
in
Morocco.
Ireland.
Oh
Well,
my
it
god,
was an
that's
Irish TV show.
amazing.
Yeah, we went
Tell
to
us.
Marrakesh,
Yeah.
Fez. What's the name of the capital again?
Rabat.
Rabat.
Yeah. Rabat. Yeah,
Rabat
sorry.
is the.
I'm getting that wrong and it put me
I know. No, I get confused.
Algiers. It's not Algiers because that's in
That's
Algeria.
Yeah.
Tangiers.
Yes.
And what's the name of that blue place?
Shifshowen. The
Shifshowen.
Blue Pearl.
Wait,
Yeah, I
what do
went
you mean
there.
the blue
It's
place?
beautiful.
There's a big blue village.
It's called the Pearl.
It's
the Blue
gorgeous.
Pearl.
It's
It's
like-
on a mountain. It's so cool.
Oh, like the Atlas Mountains?
Yeah,
Yes.
I spent a night on
Nice.
the Atlas Mountains. Yeah, you could only get to the place by a donkey. So we went on a donkey,
Stop.
and I went up a mountain, and they had to get the biggest donkey for me. They were having a conversation. They were like,
That's the worst thing
With-
is travelling as
I
a fat
know,
person
I know.
when there's a portion where it's like, get on this animal. And like you're looking at all the camels or whatever and you're like, I'll take that one fucking hell. There's no way I'm fit on that.
yeah, I'll take the camel with scaffolding around it, where it's been like,
I'll take the camel with knee implants.
Yeah.
The one that's really like it's been built up for this.
But like we went to the Atlas Mountains, we had like mint tea, and like a lady did a carpet. She weaved a carpet, and we paid her. She was only asking for like 25 quid, and it's a handmade carpet.
Wow.
So we like
Gave them
tripled
more.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's just like if someone does a handmade thing.
What was the TV show for? Was it like
It was
a travel
called
show?
Celebrity Globetrotters, and it's an Irish TV show. I went with Dana, who won Eurovision,
Amazing.
who ran for the Irish presidency. A guy called David Norris.
Did she get it?
No, she did not.
Oh no. I would know, I think. Yeah.
David Norris, he sued Ireland to make gay gay. I was going to say gay stuff. Gay stuff.
To make gay stuff.
To make homosexuality legalized.
Oh,
He's a
amazing.
champ.
Amazing.
He used to run an underground. Gay disco in the 70s, and he reads a lot of Joyce. He's not into pop culture, and he refused Freddie Mercury from the door. And then like all these Irish people, no, you need to let him in.
Wow.
And he's like, I don't know this man, because you had to keep it because it was illegal at the time, so you had to be like very careful.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's amazing. A guy called a guy on Crystal Swing. Do you remember Crystal Swing?
No.
They were on the Ellen show. They had a song called It Is Too Irish. An Olympian called David Gillick, and a woman that's married to Shane McGowan.
What
So that
a
was
great month
Yeah.
and a great group.
It was great.
I'd love to go to Morocco. Where's the best place, do you think, for a tourist to visit in Morocco?
I'd say Fez
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Marrakesh.
That's where I went, Marrakesh.
I went Marrakesh.
But it depends on what you're looking for. I don't like the big
Food.
cities. Yeah, then I mean anywhere because there's good food everywhere.
The
I don't like
riads
big
are
cities.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like the whole concept of like the accommodation in Morocco is so beautiful. They got incredible places that you can stay in, and it's so great.
Yeah.
We were like
we
budget
had
traveling.
We went to McDonald's in Morocco, and we got like a macarabia. Have you ever had that? It's like a lamb patty in like a pita bread.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was absolutely great, mate. I love going to McDonald's in different countries and
get it.
seeing like what they do.
Yeah,
You know-
it's so different.
Yeah.
Moroccan food was amazing, but I feel like me and my friend just scratched the surface because like all we knew before we went was like tagine,
Tagine, yeah.
and the mint tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I want to go now and be like, okay, what's the other stuff? Because it's not just
Oranges
tagines.
with cinnamon and bits of mint on it is
What?
amazing. For breakfast, like, what did you have for breakfast in Morocco? You can have
I don't
soup.
remember. We went when I was like, I think I was 19 with my friend Sophia Ward, and we did do like a day trip to the Atlas Mountains. But we
Yes.
went on a day where like, I still don't know if this is true or not, or whether it was just a prank or whether we nearly got killed.
Yeah.
They were like people with goat faces.
What?
They'd like skinned a goat
And put it on
and
their
they'd
face.
put it over their face. And in the nighttime, they ran around the mountains for some sort of like celebration.
It might have been the New Year, maybe.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
very frightening.
Do you remember
Yeah.
what time of year? I know. 'Cause
Absolutely no
It's
idea.
lunar anyway, so. I wouldn't-
Oh, okay. No idea. But it was magical. And then we went on like a little walk. But I
What-
want to go to Fez because that's where
Fez
Yeah,
is
Fez
great.
is really pretty.
Or I like when like the
Traditional.
Casablanca.
No, I won't go
I
there.
went there. But yeah, people say it's shit because
Yeah.
it looks like Birmingham.
Yeah,
It just looks like.
excuse me.
It
Do you both have
does.
tickets to sell in Birmingham
Do
for
you
tours?
want
Like
to
you
lose your
freaking
other
idiot.
leg, bruv? Are you mad?
It looks like Birmingham.
What do they have? A
It
really
does
big
not look like
Selfridges?
Birmingham.
It's really
Shopping
big
centres.
Selfridges.
No, do you
It's
know
like
what it
big
is?
And the
motorways,
bull ring.
everything,
It's
Yeah.
just it's a bit like central London kind. It's not really.
It's any
not
city in the
touristic.
world.
Yeah, it could be any city in the world.
I've
It's
been to
the same.
Ceuta. Is that in Morocco?
Ceuta. That
Sorry.
is in Morocco,
Ceuta.
but it's a Spanish enclave.
Yeah.
So it's still it's still ruled by the Spanish. So if I was to go there, I can go in there, but my cousins can't
Why can't your cousins?
because they've got Moroccan passports.
That's crazy.
you can't.
Even though it's in their country.
It's all bordered off. There's
Fuck
like-
the Spanish, am I right? Can I say it?
Yeah.
Can I say it? That was my favourite thing about going to Mexico is going to the museums and not feeling guilty for being English or German. I was just walking around being like, God, the fucking Spanish are fucking pricks, aren't they? Fucking shame on the Spanish, am I right? It felt so good.
But it's crazy if you go to any European city and they got like gilded gold and you're like, wow, this is so beautiful. And then there's always colonization.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
giving
yeah.
the money for it. Do you know what I mean? You're like, wow.
Where's gold from? Doesn't that just grow not grow everywhere? I know it doesn't grow. I know it doesn't. No, it's in the. It's a stone. Wait, what
It's
is
a
gold?
mineral,
It's
isn't it?
Is it
It's a
mineral?
metal.
It's
Is
a
it not
metal.
I thought it was a metal.
It's metal.
It's
Yeah.
an element. It's on the periodic table.
Yeah.
AU.
Yes, that's it.
I'm
You
just
know-
saying everything I know about gold right now.
The periodic table, I just want to say my initials are FE, and that is iron.
Ooh. Check see what AS is. On the,
I think it's
And-
arsenic.
H, is it?
Oh my god.
I'm poisonous, baby.
If you're
And
Arsenal,
you're
HB.
Yeah, but that's
You're
like-
a
that's-
pencil. That's what you are.
Yeah, arsenic, what HB means.
I don't think HB. I know
HB's blood count, I think, or hemoglobin. But
Yeah, hemoglobin, that's all I've got.
yeah,
Yeah, baby.
Hemoglobin, is that an element on the periodic table?
No, it's a
it's
type
your
of
blood. It's your red blood cells.
Oh, that's good. I've got
Or
lots
is
of
it
that.
red blood? Is it just blood or red blood? I think?
Jesus,
Red
I
blood.
don't know.
I don't know. Is this a fucking science lesson?
Is this the thickest group of women ever discussing the thick? Should we solve a listener problem? Because I feel like we're on a roll right now, so
Oh,
we
do you
could
have
actually
listener
spread
problems.
Yeah.
In this? Oh, okay. Let's have it.
Oh, look,
I
wait,
like
so-
your nails, by the way. They're gorgeous. I really love them.
I also love that you clearly
Gorgeous.
went to get your nails done instead of going to the hospital.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, like, because we're telling you about my sister going to A&E, and they gave her, my sister got her tit ripped off in archery.
Nipple.
Nipple.
In
But-
archery.
Yeah. If you got a piercing, don't do archery. Yeah, you see. But they offered her antibiotics, right? And the next day we were going to a bottomless brunch and we were getting free alcohol at it. And my sister was like, look, Alison, I'm going to be sensible about this, right? I'm not going to take the antibiotics until Monday. She was like, so she got fully drunk. And she would rather lose a tit
Then
miss
waste
a-
a bottomless
Yeah,
brunch.
a
Were
woo-woo.
they able to save her? The
Yeah,
nipple or-
yeah.
Okay,
It
good.
just looks a bit gnarly. That's it.
Poor
Like-
shit, that must have been so painful.
It was.
But what an anecdote.
I know. And we got so much free drink the next day because people were like, how's your day? And she like lifted up her tit.
Oh, she was just showing
Oh,
people.
she was
Yeah.
she was showing her tit so much. to
You would
people.
have to, wouldn't you?
And then other people were like, I got that too. And they got a nipple piercing. So many nipple piercings.
I think we
Yeah.
should make that the message of this episode. Like, if you do have a nipple piercing, no archery.
Yeah.
Or anything involving, like, that sort of movement across
Know your
nipple.
limits. Know
Yeah.
your limits. That's
What
it.
sports are safe for you? Go swimming, I'd
Yeah.
say. Have a
I don't know
swim.
why. I don't know why I've worn a hat for this whole thing.
I really like it on you.
I don't
Thank
know why
you.
I've worn a hijab, like.
Because you're Muslim.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Let's do a listener problem.
Okay.
And we'll just like to apologise in advance to this listener. Catherine isn't here, so you're going to get none of that normal advice from Catherine.
I'll be normal.
But you're not normal.
I am normal.
You're different. You ate a flake out of a woman's mouth like a seagull. That's not normal.
Would you take
Do you
advice
think you're
from
a
that
normal
woman?
woman? Do you think you're a normal
I'm
woman?
normal.
You're different. You're not normal. I can't be the first one that's told you this.
I didn't take it out of her mouth. I took it out of her hand. She opened it, and then before she bited it, I jumped in.
Yeah, like a seagull.
Yeah.
That's not.
I love it. That's
Yeah, but
an
Catherine
absolute
wouldn't
battle
do
of
that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put my adult head on.
Okay.
Okay.
Fatty's got her adult head on. Let's do this.
They're like, dear Hogs, I really want a flake. Yeah.
Just grab it.
What kind of advice giver are you, Fatiha?
I'm very sensible. And I look at all angles. You're going to be shocked.
I do
Okay.
You're going to
believe
be like,
it.
this bitch is smart. You're going to be like, wow.
We actually need this. This would be amazing.
Check it.
I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is from R.
Hi, R. You have to say hi, R.
Hi,
Hi,
Hi, R.
Hiya. It sounds like we're fucking Cilla Black, innit? Hiya.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
She genuinely was a very bad singer. Like,
Oh my God. One of
God
my
rest
favourite
her.
Cilla Black songs, I'm sorry, this is a digression.
Go
is-
for it.
yeah.
It's not originally her song, it's originally a Dionne Warwick song. And I learned this from that thing I was dancing to on the Friday
Oh,
night.
yeah,
innit?
yeah,
You had
yeah.
a big
But,
night.
I
You
did,
and your tea
bruv.
towel.
Bruv, you don't understand. I was proper like... Anyway, she done a song called Anyone Who Ever Had a Heart
Yeah.
Would Tell
Oh,
Me
yeah.
in their arms and love me too. So why don't you... Sorry, I just ruined that last bit.
No.
But yeah, that's one of my favourite Cilla Black songs.
I bet she's like, anyone who had a heart. It's like, yeah.
It's so good.
She sings like
We
my
love you
granny.
too. She sings that when?
My granny.
Your granny sings
My
that?
granny like will often she like
Me and her would get on, I think.
I don't know, she causes like if there's a row, she'll just sing over you until you stop talking. She'll just keep singing until you're quiet about stuff.
What about any song? Like, it doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
it would depend. Like sometimes like once my aunt brought up that she felt that my granny wasn't as loving as her. So she was like, my dad showed more affection than you. And then she kept singing, Daddy's girl, you're the center of Daddy's world. And she sang that for like 10 minutes until she stopped. So yeah, she's great. But like,
I really like that. I might try that
she
next time my
treats stuff
sister's
like a
being a dick.
musical. Yeah.
Just sing over it.
Yeah, sister, sister.
Sometimes it's theme tunes. It doesn't really matter.
Absolutely, yeah.
Either way.
My favourite's Alfie.
Alfie.
Favourite song. I didn't know that. Okay, I don't know her discography. I know surprise, surprise,
Surprise.
but I'll look into it, Andrew. I swear.
Yeah. Do.
So this is from R, this problem.
Hiya.
Hiya.
R says, I have a problem. I turn into Helen when drunk. I'm not.
What the fuck? No one's offended.
Kind. Well, I'm not going to be offended. It's not about me, is it?
But that feels like, oh God, I've got a problem.
Does this
I
feel
turn into a
pointed?
Helen Bauer when I'm drunk. In what way?
She's got arrested several times.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Have you been arrested before? I've been in the back of I've been in the back of a police van.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah, but I haven't been arrested. Yeah, at an Eminem concert.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your uncle took you to it, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yes.
Yeah.
How do
And
I know this?
I probably said it on a podcast.
Yeah, I
definitely
listened to a
did.
lot of your podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just regurgitating material.
I'm a husk, Fatty.
Get her
I'm a
off the
husk.
circuit.
No, I've never been arrested. I'm really thinking now. No.
I got caught shoplifting, but I didn't get arrested.
You're a fucking criminal, bro. What's
I
going on
am.
here?
I'm a
Fucking, where's my
criminal.
bag, man? I need to watch this bitch.
Don't
I
worry.
used to-
I've hung. No, where have I put it?
I used
Oh,
to-
no, it's there, yeah. wait. So, right, go on, go on.
Yeah. Sorry.
So R says, I'm normally quite a reserved person, friendly but not too outgoing. But after a few drinks, I'm telling everyone about my hygiene routines, my rocky relationship with my mother, and the mole on my left labia.
Wow.
I don't have a mole, it was a cyst, but carry on. Yeah. It's drained now.
I think I'm scaring people off. Is there anything I can do?
Scaring people off from what?
From being amazingly open and delightful and sharing news about yourself with people.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm going to try and step into Catherine's role here. Give up alcohol. If you're worried that your behaviour is changing and you don't like yourself when you're drunk, why not drink?
But what's not to like about someone who shares?
Well, obviously they think there's something severely wrong with being like you.
Is the problem more how do they get over their like post going out anxiety of like, oh, I shared too much? Maybe that's more. The issue.
I know
okay.
that because I do overshare. Like I used to more when I was younger. Now I'm older, I don't do it so much. Like now I'm able to be like, even if like, you know, when you're like, I've had it a couple times recently when you're in like comedy car shares and like you
I
can
do
see
it
it
all
going
the
away when
time.
they're talking about someone and you're like, I'm not having anything to do with this.
Yeah.
And you just go like, I'm just going silent, right?
Yeah.
Not you, Andrew. I know we had a comedy car share at the weekend.
But
like,
do you feel when I go silent, I feel like I'm suspicious? You know what I mean?
have you
Like
ever been
I'm a
called out for it? Like, oh,
Not
so and so's
called
gone
out
really
for it.
quiet.
No,
I
you?
have, yeah.
What is this in the car share?
Yeah.
Like, what do you like about gossip and stuff? Like, what's
hate
the
it.
vibe?
Yeah, I don't like gossiping, but the thing is, like, for example, say like you upset me or something, and then I said to Alison, oh, Helen really upset
Yeah.
me. Like, that's not gossiping. I'm trying, and then
Are you venting?
Yeah, venting, but then you would be like, oh, maybe, but then when
That's different than
that's-
being like,
yeah.
oh my God, I fucking like this
Yeah.
person. Do you know that they told me about this really personal thing about them? I'm like, I don't want to know.
My-
I don't want to know
my
because I won't be able
favourite-
to control my face when they tell me it individually and I've got to be like, oh, I'm so surprised. Like,
My favorite type of like comedian gossip is like whose parents are
Are rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
that is
there's-
most of comedy cars.
I know.
And it's never a surprise.
no.
You're like, you never guess who got bought a flat, and it's like, yeah, I could have guessed that. I just hadn't.
and that's not harmful as well because it's public knowledge.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
find, you know
No,
what I
people
mean?
tell you like people's relationship stuff.
Yeah, I don't
or like,
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Or so and so was crying about this, or I'm like,
Oh, have you ever had someone be like, oh, so-and-so got a really bad review in something? And I'm like,
Oh, I don't like
oh
that.
my God,
No.
who gives a fuck?
yeah,
I
no,
know,
never.
because it's like, what, you read reviews, you sad
Right,
bastard.
that's literally
Oh
my
my
first
God.
real response. Like,
You're gossiping on
actually-
yourself.
You either Googled them and their name and review,
Yeah.
which you're allowed to do only for yourself,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you read it, you fucking freak.
No, that is absolutely freak. That is like looking down someone's knickers. To me, I'm like, that is like...
It
you
depends
do-
on the knickers, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, because I think the older you get, the better you get at being like, oh, this isn't information that these people need to hear if you have fear the next day.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
I think not.
I think
not,
hygiene routines is always very attractive and funny.
Yeah,
Talking about your
hygiene
hygiene
routines.
routines.
um,
I think it's
And
endearing.
mum stuff is like, because people feel differently about their mums. So if you're being honest about it, then another person might hear that and they might be fine. I think keep doing you, hun. You
Finding
know?
a good group of girlfriends that you can talk about the mother-daughter relationship and like interpersonal sibling relationships
Yes.
with is all really helpful. Because to be clear, your mum's also doing that with her group of friends about her tricky relationship with her mother and
Yeah.
her daughter.
A bottle
you
of
know,
Echo
I think the
Falls.
issue is doing it with people you might like. This person, this R, sounds like they're doing it in like group, like people they might not necessarily know,
Yeah.
be close with. So what I would
Yeah.
suggest is maybe have a vent to people that you're close to and that respect you and will keep
There
your
are-
So
confidence.
alcohol with close friends, drugs with big
No,
groups.
or you can
Yeah.
just
No?
vent before you go out, and then go and
Yeah.
get smashed and just dance and sing.
Oh, it's like a tactical wank, you know, like if a,
Yeah,
lad,
yeah.
a lad has a wank before a date, so he's not too weird. You can have a tactical vent. You just ring up a like child line, and you're like,
I think a tactical vent is actually really smart.
yeah, that would be really
And-
good.
but also, like, the shame of like having overshared something. If it's oversharing your own personal details, yeah, it can feel a bit cringe. But like, if the people don't like it, then they're probably not your people.
They're not your people.
Like,
and I hate.
I love oversharing with close friends.
I
Like,
do
know
too.
so much
I hate
about
people
them.
that call out trauma dumping. Do you know what they're like? I don't like people trauma dumping on me. You're a human being. Fuck off.
Yeah,
You know?
it's gonna
Trauma
happen.
happens in the world and people are gonna talk about it. And you can either like listen to it but don't make that person out to be a bad person just because they've shared something.
I used to have a
with
bit of material about how it's my favourite part of a relationship when you become friends with someone where you try to out tragedy each other.
you. Oh my god, yeah,
Just
me too.
being like, oh my god, like my mum's really tricky, my mum's dead. Like those sort
Yeah.
of conversations.
God,
I loved them.
I used to live with a lady. We did comedy, and we would say such horrible things about our own sexual assaults to each other. It would just be like, bah, ha, ha, ha. It would-
But finding those people
Yeah.
who like are on your level as far as like I want to say all these things and get it out. And also it is easier to do them when you're drunk because people don't do that big serious reaction. And obviously like these things have like serious like topics and it needs that serious reaction. But sometimes you just need people to go like, oh my fucking God, shot.
Yeah, that's it.
It helps.
Yeah, I think like either you be okay with it or get a new set of pals.
Yeah. I think you need to get a trauma group.
Yeah, nice. Do you know that would be cool if there was like a like a book group, but it was just about your own trauma. You know, and you just read out your own diary. Get people to read out your diary
No.
for a month. No?
A diary group. I mean, who keeps a diary?
Well, like if you knew you were going to go to this group,
And then you have to keep a trauma
but that
diary.
is a bit weird. Isn't
Do you want to start one between the three of us?
No thanks.
I can just see Fatty being like,
I'm
this is
blocking you
terrible
after
advice. Guys, we're going to have to wrap it up.
Okay.
But can you please tell our listeners where they can see you or hear you or find you online?
Yeah. You can see me in your dreams, baby. No, you can. Ain't my voice. Do you ever do? Oh, you might not have to do this, but sometimes if I'm making like phone calls because of my name, I have to be posh. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hello, yes, this is Madame Fatiha El-Ghorri, yes, like that.
That's really amazing.
I know it is, right?
El-Ghorri.
Yeah, you have to do it like that. And I was doing it to someone, and they were like, "That sounds more sexy than posh," like, because you have to be quite, because
but
you've
it
got a
sounds
foreign name in it. You have to be fucking like,
never had to do
listen,
that.
asshole, like that kind. But you have to be polite.
Fatiha El-Ghorri.
El Gory, you sound like the caramel bunny.
I do. Or the milk tray man if he was a woman.
If he ever spoke, because
Yeah, be like me.
he just breaks into houses.
Please,
Yes.
I really want you to plug your stuff.
So I'm gonna do a
understand what's
tour.
going on. Oh,
I got a
okay.
tour called Soup. And it's good. It's on until May. I'm gonna be playing like the Monkey Barrel and Glasgow Stand and Newcastle Stand, all that type of thing. And I've got this new podcast coming out of Poppy Hillstead that we haven't come up with the name for yet. But if you type that in about a month, hopefully it'll be up.
Or just go follow Alison on all her social media. I've like literally seen her earlier today. She's got all the tiles up with all of her tour dates on it. And then obviously her podcast will go straight on that. So just go follow her. If you don't already, she's been on it before. But we'll tag her in everything, as well as Fatiha.
Yeah, so I'm doing my work in progress at the moment, which is called a Cockney stacking doll.
I saw a version of it. Was it this time last year?
Yes.
I fucking loved it. I was laughing so loud at the back. It was amazing.
Chaos, pure chaos.
It was, it was. In all fairness, it was mental. But the ideas were really funny. But the performance was mad.
I was just threatening those people.
You really were.
It
was mental.
It's wild.
I loved it.
That's what I do, and then I wonder why people are like, I can take you. Because I'm there like threatening to bust their head. But anyway.
In a really funny way.
So yeah, I'm just doing like work in progresses and loads of like other gigs and that. And if you go on like my Instagram, I've got a link there with all my gigs, where I'll be and stuff. And yeah, thank you. And that's it.
Tag them and everything.
Yeah.
So make sure you give them both a follow. And thank you so much. And join us next week when Catherine Bohart is back from filming for ITV2.
We could not make this podcast without you. We're so grateful to all of our producers. Thank you specifically to those in the executive lounge. Our executive producers, Guy Goodman, Simon Moores, Mary Fox, Annie Tonner, Sarah Deakin, Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway, Matthew Thomas, Madeline Quinne, and Grace O'Reilly. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you to our producers who we love and respect so much, but I am looking at this list and there are still some names I'm not fully sure about. So let's just chuck in and hope for the best. It's Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bold, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Harald van Dijk, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen-Jones, Jess Nick, Zoe, Sarah Molly, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Rachel Page, Helen A, Tina Linsey, Graham Marsh, Amy O'Riordan, Abbie Worf, Matt Sims, Luke Bright, Leah, Kate Spencer, Tristin, Liz Ford, Tiz, Anthony. Oh, no, wait.
What's happening?
It's not Anthony.
It's
It's not Anthony Conway. It's Anthony Conway. I was corrected recently.
What do I say?
We both say Anthony. It's Anthony. Apologies, Anthony Conway from the executive producers. Now back to what might be Anthony or Anthony in the producers. Chloe, Becky Fox, Emily G or Guy, Dean Michael, Stephanie Catraccia, best guest I've got, Sophie Chivers, Shivers, we don't know, Carrie Soothe, Carrie Soothe-y, who knows, Charlie A, K3, Hayley Worf.
Or Worf.
Or, no, come on, Worf.
Or Worf.
Or Worf. Well, if it's Worf, Hayley, put an H and an A in it. Thank you very much. And if you're not a producer, an executive producer, but you want to support the podcast, please leave us a review on Spotify or on Apple. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The amazing Alex is doing so many great clips for us.
Agreed.
We want everyone to be able to see them. Give our videos a like. Follow us all on social media. Follow TrustyHogs on social media. And thank you very much.
Bye.
Love you.